All right, so for this next project, we're going to make 2 identical mugs. They're going to be exactly the same. So that means that they have to be the same height and the same thickness and everything like that. The design is also going to be the same because what you're going to do is you're going to end up keeping one mug and then you're going to trade your other mug with somebody else in the class. So you'll have 2 identical mugs. So what we want to do to make sure that these are perfectly the same is we want to create a stencil, okay? So our base is going to have to be 2 inches round, all right? And then it has to be 5 inches tall. So we're going to use a slab method doing this, which I'll show you how to roll out a slab in a second. But first we want to make our stencil. So what I did is I taped 2 pieces of paper together because you're going to want a pretty long slab to make sure that it can go all the way around, okay? So I taped 2 pieces together, and if it's too long, that's fine because you can always cut it off. But if it's not long enough, then you pretty much have to roll your slab again, which is a pain. So taped 2 pieces together. I'm going to take my ruler. Now, easiest way to do this is just use the edge of the paper as one of my sides of my slab. So this right here is completely 90, which is perfect. Nice and easy, okay? So because my mug has to be 5 inches tall, I'm going to measure 5 inches here, okay? So I'm going to do, now some of us, and I'm not sure why, but we have a very hard time using a ruler, okay? See if we can see this. Right here, this is the edge of the ruler, and this first line is actually the 0. So you can't start on the edge of the ruler because now that's more than an inch. You have to start on the 0, okay? If you can see that right there. So I'm going to put that first line on the edge of my paper. And I'm going to go to the 5. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to go this direction. Okay, so I'm going to put the line on the edge of the paper. I'm going to make a mark with the 5. Okay, so this is 5 inches tall. This is going to be the edge of my mug, okay? Now I'm going to go over here, and I'm also going to measure 5 inches this way. Okay, so I'm putting the 5 on the edge. Let me move this over. So I'm putting the 5 on the edge of my paper, and I'm making a mark at the 0. I think I put this on the 6. Some of these rulers are hard to see because they have clay all over them, which I did. I messed up. Okay, so I measured 5 inches here. Don't mind that top mark. I put it at 6. 5 here, and then I measured 5 here, okay, from the edge of the paper up. And then I'm going to connect those 2 lines. See, now my ruler is not long enough, so what I'm going to do is measure in the middle as well, 5. Put a little mark. Okay, and I'm going to connect those 2 dots, okay, with a line. All right, I'm going to make mine super long just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to come over here, make one more mark, and I'm going to connect these. I should all connect together pretty much. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, okay, I already have my width here, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that out all the way across. Now this slab is super duper long. Also, when you're cutting, make sure you're actually cutting on your line you made, because if not, then it was pointless to do that. Okay. All right. So now I have my stencil, okay, for my slab. Actually, it goes this way. And I can keep this because you can make it super long because you can always cut some off. But if you make it too short, then you're going to have to start over because it's not long enough, okay? So I went and cut out my stencil. I'm going to use this for 2 slabs because I'm creating 2 mugs, identical mugs, okay?